Hello and welcome back to Behind the Curve Collecting. So in this episode, there's no two ways about it. I have got a fat stack of games to trade into CEX. There is a £50+ item in my Cheltenham CEX that I want. And this eclectic collection of games is going to help me get hopefully £35 towards that. The rest of it, I'll bridge that gap. So what, pray tell, am I trading in? Well, I am being CEX's wet dream. I can't be bothered to sell some of these games. I'm just going to trade them in. Whoa, hold up, reel it back in. Yesterday, been to Legoland all day long, very tired, clearly very lazy. That's what CEX preys on. They want you to be tired and lazy and say, just have these games. Have these games. Don't sell them yourself. Just give them to us and we'll give you a little bit of voucher that you have to spend here. I've woken up the next day feeling still pretty tired, but hey, that's what 2 8-year-olds at Legoland all day is going to do to you when it's warm and there's massive queues. Wow. But yeah, those N64 cartridges, I just quickly looked it up last night. Duke Nukem can sometimes sell for like 15 quid on eBay at least. I was like, really? Okay, when the cartridge only is like, I think a tenner at CEX. Okay, whatever, fine. And they'd only give 4 voucher. And by £1.64, obviously I bought that for £10. Maybe a couple of months ago now, so I know that I can probably get, say 8 quid on there relatively quickly. And then the other loose ones, I think Quake might have been a few quid. Star Wars Racer and Turok 2, not much at all really. You can get those boxes for like 20 quid easy. So yeah, I decided, you know what? First thing in the morning, I'm just going to whack these on Vintage and just see if I can get some money in. Someone offered me 25 for the 5 of them. They were listed at like 34, but I was like, you know what? Voucher wise, I think that would have been about £12 voucher. 25 quid? Yeah, go for it. Accepted, done. So before I even go this morning to CEX, £25. I was only hoping for £35 voucher. I've still got the Wii Remote, a collection of 3 or 4 Wii games, PS4 and the Xbox games. Now, I quickly looked up those. It's just not worth trying to sell those, even if I put those Wii games together, around about £50. And that's what I need today, so fingers crossed. Maybe back to this earlier snippet, or maybe straight into hopefully what I picked up, maybe some B-roll. Who knows? Who knows what the day holds for us? And we're back. So quite a quick and easy trip into my Cheltenham CEX store. Bit of a queue, but whatever. Nice and straightforward. Got what I wanted. Full voucher was receipts inside. I'll put it on screen. I want to say that the full voucher that I got was £28.50. And obviously beforehand in the last clip, the N64 loose cartridges was £25. So that together is £53.50. Is that right? I can't do maths on camera, sorry. Which is going to be brilliant actually, because that very, very nearly covers the entirety of this purchase. And insert random small little clips here because DMCA and all that kind of stuff. That's right, Guitar Hero, baby. Woo! Anyone else? Anyone? Surely, some people. Right? Yeah. Sick. Nice. I think now I've got a random comment on my CRT TV. That's done a ton more views than anything else. I need to buy more CRT TVs apparently, I think. Saying, oh, it's like you never even grew up with a CRT. My guy, a quarter of a century, yeah, 25 years, pretty much since having a CRT or using a CRT, probably, 20 plus at least. A lot of this stuff is having some memory of it, but it's not like fully fledged. It's like there's something there. I remember bits and pieces of it, and let's get that back and see if we can relive that. Get that nostalgic hit, right? Is it as good as I remember it being? Is it going to be that much fun? So yeah, that's just how it is, and for a very brief, short window of time, I think it must have been Christmas, my birthday, or whatever. I don't think I asked for it. I think it was Guitar Hero 2. I think it was that guitar, put it on screen. And possibly with like Legends of Rock or something on the Xbox 360. And I played a lot of it, played through it, and I think I could do hard on a few songs. I am not very natural at this because it's obviously kind of like a very child size guitar essentially, and I would have been like 16 at the time, a gangly 16-year-old with somewhat large hands. I am not confident. I can't play the guitar, but obviously I'm gripping it like this, and I'm trying like losing my button placement. So obviously someone who can actually play the guitar is going to be like more, according to my wife at least, more like around here kind of thing, and then much easier, more mobility. Essentially this really just hurts my hand after like a song or two. So I played through that a hell of a lot as a teenager, and I think I put it away, and I think maybe for like a party or something it might have come out again, but other than that it was just like a really long period of just like getting through it and really enjoying it and discovering a hell of a lot of songs, because there's a lot of like rock songs that might have been more like 80s and 90s I just don't know about, or genres that typically I'm not quite interested in, but they are based in rock, or some heavier stuff, and it's just really good. So that Les Paul guitar, that set me back £55. Interestingly enough, it had a £62 sticker on it, so I don't know if it's actually come down recently. I guess it must have. They had the World Tour guitar in there. I think that was 58. And I sent a screenshot to my wife saying, which one do you prefer? Because as soon as I mentioned that I was getting it, she's like, oh yeah, that sounds like fun. And she's like, yeah, let's pull one as well. So I was like, cool. My local has the Guitar Hero 5 in, but that's £78. A few days ago, when there's kind of like a seed had been planted, I was like, okay, I'm going to look into the price of these things, and they're expensive. You're basically, for the Xbox 360 at least, you're looking at £40 and up easily. If you want it in a box, it could be 60, 70, 80 quid. Some people are trying it on with like bundles at like £150 for some of these Guitar Hero bundles and things, especially like 2, which has got like a white funny shaped guitar and stuff. I think that might be a cable. So I don't remember having it wireless. So I think that must be the one that I had. So yeah, these things are like skyrocketing. Maybe not skyrocketing, but they're just going up. That's all it is. And the CEX, to be fair, are very competitive. Some people are asking around, or if not more than that. And also I've got a 5-year warranty. And just to show you the games I got as well. So I got the World Tour, £2. I got Legends of Rock, £4. And I've played these two, and I think it was Legends of Rock that I had because it just looks so familiar, and the songs on there are super familiar as well. I don't think I had any other games at the time. And I also picked up Aerosmith for £4. So my Cheltenham CX had all of these. They also had 5. But I was just like, I'm just going to stay away from that one for now. I've got plenty of content. And what started this was I picked up Metallica a couple of weeks ago at a boot sale for £1. And I looked online, I was like, wow, that's a £10 game. Possibly a little bit more. I was like, you know, that'd be really cool to play. And then it built from there. So I have Metallica as well, so I can try that out. I'll play it on my Behind the Curve collecting whatever account on my 360. Is just offline account. I just get Gamer Score, and that is purely for the channel playing it now, not my existing account, which I've obviously had for like 20 years. It's got like 40,000 Gamer Score, just starting from scratch. So obviously there are different versions. There's the Wii one. A lot of people really rate the Wii one. They say it's really well built, and there's no dongle or anything. It's the Wii controller actually kind of like sits in it. So if you're looking to pick these up used, the Wii one's apparently really good, and if you're into that, but obviously you have then got the Wii graphics. You can get HDMI converters, yada yada yada, but generally it's going to look a little bit worse. But you've got that. You just put the Wii controller in, you're away good. Then you've got the PS3 one, and that's the one to stay away from because the PS3 one has a dongle, which inevitably either gets lost or it's expensive to replace. And apparently it's just straight up bad. I imagine, you know, if you've got them and it's in good condition, it works fine, but yeah, it's bad. Then you've got the 360 ones, which are, apart from Guitar Hero 2, I assume, I think, they're all wireless. So complete the same as a wireless controller. You hold down the Xbox button, it flashes, you connect it, done. That's it, it's set up. So again, no dongles to lose. So if you do come across these in the wild, like used or boot sales or auctions or whatever, Facebook, it's a PS3 that needs a dongle. There might be like third-party ones I'm not aware of. And then also you might come across super cheap ones, and that is Guitar Hero Live. You can get those guitars for like 10, 20 quid. And CEX sell it for like 20 quid. That is a dongle, and that guitar is only compatible with Guitar Hero Live, not with the rest of them, not with the World Tour and the Heroes and all that kind of stuff. that's only compatible with itself, which is useless. Because I think on Friday, like 2 days ago, I was like, CEX, sell this for 20 quid with a dongle and the game and the guitar. I could order that right now. That's really cheap. That's a really good price, right? And I was like, does Guitar Hero Live guitar work with all the other Guitar Heroes? It was like, no, it doesn't. Only works for itself. You know, in and of itself, perfectly fine and good, but there's no point having another guitar for the one-off game, right? Why it isn't compatible, I don't know. So onto the little saga of this. It's not been without its issues. So I played it for about an hour now. My wife and I over lunchtime, having a whale of a time. Some of the buttons weren't registering. They're really temperamental. It's not like they flat out weren't working. Obviously, this does come tested and working, but the buttons would kind of like either released or not quite registered properly, and actually blaming the tools for a change rather than just being bad at the game. You just couldn't. It just wouldn't work. The yellow and the green specifically. So I start Googling, go on Reddit, whatever. It's like, yeah, there are fixes for these things. Apparently you can take the neck apart and either clean up the contacts or put something between the button and the sensor itself, and that just helps it make contact with the sensor. Or the one that I did, which is super duper simple, no screwdriver or nothing. Take the neck off, because all of these you can. This releases the neck, and then you can actually carry it much easier. And there's sensors there. And by default, or at least this one, it had a little bit of play in there, like it was a bit loose and wobbly. But the fix is that you just basically bend a little bit of cardboard and stuff it either side, basically of where this slots in. Take the faceplate off, again, super simple. And then just wedge it in, basically, and then just connect it in. And now it's rock steady. I've used it since, just on a song, and the few notes that I missed, it wasn't the guitar's fault. So fantastic, hopefully 100% working. If over the next few days or this week or whatever we're like, actually a bit dodge, I can either try and do the individual buttons, or I just take it back and just say, look, it's not registering properly, can I swap it out with another one or whatever, get my money back. Happy days. But yeah, apart from the hand cramps and the pain and the discomfort of after some songs, and realizing that some songs are incredibly long, it's just amazing. Just really, really, really good fun. And the prices of these are going up. So yeah, if you want to get in on this, I'm assuming now is the time. Or more importantly, if you come across it really cheap, you know, the 360 itself, the wireless controller, the proper Guitar Hero one, not a live one, not a third-party one or anything, you know, you're looking at 40 up, basically. And, you know, on the day it might be 60, 70, depending on what one it is, what platform you're on. There are ways then to connect this to PC. I think the wired one in particular for 360 just connects straight to the PC and works, I believe. But you can get like specific dongles. I think it's called Clone Hero. I don't know. I've not looked into that. I don't care at the moment. Playing my 360, reliving my teenage years. Simple as that. So yes, I hope you've enjoyed that one. Not quite 90s retro this week, but that's okay. It's mid-2000s retro. That's still nearly 20 years ago. Which, that marching of time, it does not stop. So let's have our fun whilst we can. Please like, comment and subscribe. Catch you in the next video. Thank you very much.